Neevesknives. I'm Jared, my lovely wife Kara's at work, and today we're doing a live freehand sharpening. I'm trying to get everything set up here because I cannot see the camera view until after I go live. So just give me 1 second. And I'll have everything set up. Also, I might change the camera angle because, like I said, I can't tell until I am set up. I don't know if this is going to be a good view or not. I pulled the desk away from the table so that I can get you guys in closer. I might lower it. I'm going to keep knocking stuff. I'm going to put this stuff away for now. Do we have anybody in here? Spirit, what's up, bud? Hopefully some people show up. If not, I'm still going to do a freehand knife sharpening. But if anybody wanted to show up and ask any questions, they could. I'm doing pretty good. Not too bad, not too bad. It's funny because I was trying to pick out a knife to sharpen. And then last night when I was using this, I put a little chip in it. So it winds up working out. What's up, Elijah? I don't know if this view is gonna be any good, guys. I might have to change it to make it better for you guys, but I don't know. I mean, it might be all right. I'm trying to like think about like because I can move stuff out of the way and get a little closer. Probably gonna use this thing. I don't know. Let's look at it really quick. I don't know how that looks to you guys. I feel like it looks too far away. Maybe I should lower it. What do you think? Think I should lower it? I just sharpened my knives today. Well, why didn't you wait? We could have sharpened together. What's up, Chris? What's up, Art? What do you guys think? You guys think the camera's up too high? Think I should lower it? I don't do live free. I've only done a couple live freehand sharpenings, and this is the first time I pulled the desk away. No crossing. Oh yeah. No crossing swords while sharpening, gents. Yeah, there you go. I don't know. I'm still trying to decide. I don't even know what stone I should use. I could pretty much use any stone for this beast. It'd be faster if I used diamonds, but aluminum oxide might be the stones that more people will use. It might bring it up a little closer too. I could use my water stones also. But that'll be a little messier. How many people we got in here? I don't want to start till we get a few people in here, and anybody that watches this later can just fast forward through this part. Because you know, I was doing this, missing those Trezolas and mayo. Need to meet up soon. Get you some. Yeah, I agree. I'm just let me know when you're ready to meet up. You know, Saturdays we do the live, so whatever day you want to meet up, you just let me know, brother. It looks good to you, Elijah? You think this is fine right here? You know what? I know what the problem is. I know what the damn problem is. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me set this light up real quick. Take me 2 seconds. 2 seconds, guys. Don't everybody leave just because I'm plugging in a damn light. I don't know how much that's going to help, but it should help. That did help. Hell yeah, it did. I think. I feel like it did. Not as much shadows. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Let's see if we got any shadows. Because I'm delayed like 5 seconds from when I see it. Oh, yeah. There we go. A lot better. All right. All right. Who's all in here? Maybe we can start getting started. We got 10 people. Maybe tomorrow. All right. Wait, today's Friday. Tomorrow, if we do it, we just got to do it kind of early because I got the live tomorrow. Sharpening my odium last night. Still not sure what happened, but got big wide bevel spot towards the belly, heel on one side. Guessing I had the heel tilted. Okay, I can show you a trick to help fix that and also why it does that, because I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, let's see. All right, I don't know what stone I should use, because in all reality, I can use any stone on this knife. Like I said, it'd be faster if I use diamond. This is a pretty coarse aluminum oxide. And then, oh shit, I messed up. I should use this one right here. You know what? I'll just flip the sides. Soap and water is what I use on these stones. It's recommended that you use oil, but you can get away with soap and water as long as you start them off on soap and water. If you start them off on oil, you got to let them soak for a day in degreaser. Now, it wouldn't be as messy right now if I just use the diamonds, but it really doesn't matter what stone I use, like I said. I almost wonder, though, if it would be better for you guys. Let me just look at this really quick. I'm almost wondering if it's better for you guys for me to be lower. I'm looking in the camera right now, just looking how it looks to you guys. Maybe it doesn't matter. All right. Anyways, so what are y'all carrying today? And then you said it was the odium that you had a problem with that on. So just a tip really quick. I'm going to show you as we go farther, but one thing, when you're getting a belly on one side bigger than the other, well, one, you're not matching the exact movement that you're doing on one side, and everybody does that. It's almost impossible until you get really, really used to understanding your small movements. So, like, I'm talking about, like, the tiniest movements. Like, so, like, I'm just gonna mess around really quick, but, like, if you watch me right here, so, like, if I'm moving, that motion might look the same to you as this motion. That was 2 different motions I just did. I'll do that again and show you. This motion is different than this motion. And all I did different was when I was going across the stone, watch this. Watch my actual wrist. I'm tilting. Okay? So to get the tip, I'm tilting up. Now sometimes you got to do that. Now, the other way I was doing it is I was going like this, and I was literally keeping my wrist locked, going across, and just going straight up. Instead of tilting like this, I'm going straight up. Now, a lot of times, that is the better way to do it. But when you get really big bellied knives, like Persians and stuff like that, you want to do both. You want to do the lift, and then right at the end to get that tip, or like to get that last little portion of the belly, you give it a little, just a little pop back with your wrist, if that's coming in like that, just to get that little last piece. Now, another thing, the way you can fix it, and I hope you know I'm talking to you, Mr. Eric. Now, the way you can fix it is when you have, like, so one side, the belly's bigger than the other side. So what you do is don't work on the side with the big belly. Work on the other side. Because what'll happen is you'll remove the steel. Like, so, like, if this is your bevel, you have one side that's a little bit bigger like that. So what you'll do is you'll wind up removing steel from this side and it'll wind up straightening back out like that. Like if that makes any sense. I drew it on a piece of paper one time to help somebody with it in a video. But you want to work on the other side so that it removes steel from the side that's bigger. What do we got? I'm carrying my new QSP Penguin. It came in razor sharp. Awesome. Yeah, those Penguins are good knives, man. QSP is doing a great job. Oh yeah, and I got the information. Just so you guys know, I'm going to talk about it in the review I do on this Alien Knives DX2. But I did get the information of who he's using and also the link for the Kickstarter. So it came in. So I think you guys will like who he's using to make his knives. I was rushing right there. He's using, I guess there's only 18 of you in here. I don't know who's all going to see this. I hope nobody doesn't end up showing up to my damn review if I disclose this to you guys. But he's using Concept. Concept. They used to work for Kaiser. I don't know if you guys know that. But Concept knives. So they're already a reliable knife company. They just used to do... I don't know what happened with them and Kaiser. I heard some sort of beef. I don't know if that's true. But supposedly they got into a fight. Or I don't want to say fight. I don't know why. I'm throwing some gossip out there. Supposedly something happened and whoever was working there left and took one of their CNC machines with them. That's why you don't see much from Tangram. Is because they were the ones that were helping with the Tangram line. And always have a good rag. These ones you never want to wipe your stones off with or anything, but get a good microfiber so it doesn't throw fibers everywhere. But these ones you can at least clean your knife off with. But if you let your burr get too big, it'll wind up putting fibers on your burr. So be careful with that. But yeah, so that's a very reliable knife company that does good quality fit and finish and everything. I should have showed you guys this edge before I started. I chipped it. I was telling Spear before everybody got in here that I was trying to look for a knife, or I was trying to decide what knife to use, and then I was using this one upstairs in the kitchen. And I wound up chipping the damn thing. Not like a big chip or anything, but a decent one. It's looking good. We'll just do a little bit more work. I do got a burr all the way across, but there's a little bit more work I want to do down here by the heel. Now, I pulled out a recurve knife because somebody in the comments last night was asking questions about recurves. And I told them if they wanted to come to this live, and I would show them personally my biggest tip that I could show anybody. Also, I'm not sure who all I talked to yesterday, so if I said anything to anybody of what I could help them with, please remind me so that I can show you, because I busted out a lot of little tools and things to show little tips and tricks. And also somebody told me that they kind of gave up on freehanding because they just couldn't get it. Well, there's another trick that I was hoping to show that person because I think it would help them out a lot. And it's something that a lot of freehanders do and are very good at it, that are professionals. And a lot of people learn doing that technique rather than what I'm doing right now. What's your opinion of the WorkSharp guided system? You're talking about the little one? That little the little one with the little like with the little diamond plates like this? Talking about that one? Is that WorkSharp? Yeah. The one like this with the little plates I like it. I think it's a good system. It's not big. That's the only problem is it's I mean, one thing that I don't like about it, and it's nothing against the system. The system's awesome, but one part that kind of is a downfall to you is you can't get used to hitting the corner of the stone right here and lining it up, or any part of the stone, and not have, I guess you could take off that angle guide, but in running a good distance across the stone straight, you're always having to come right off of it. So but when you can learn how to drag a knife across the stone at one angle and not worry about it like I'm doing right now, it helps you a lot. And it helps you learn how to keep and hold that same angle and go from here to bang right back over here with the same angle. Sometimes you gotta tilt it back up, and sometimes like I have like a little system that I use my finger on. I brought a bunch of different stones. I don't even know why I'm using this damn stone. I should have used one of my bigger ones for you guys. I was hoping this would kind of lift it up towards you guys a little bit, since it has. And also, a lot of people that are beginning, this is a good little system. I got a whole bunch that I always link in my videos. And they have 3 stones. The one I have down in the description has a diamond, I think an India, and then an Arkansas attached. This one came with 2 aluminum oxides and an Arkansas. This is the Arkansas. But it's a good system to start on, and it'll sharpen anything. I can sharpen M390 on this. Now, you should try to get a stone flattener eventually, but you can get by with a lot of sharpenings before you're going to need to flatten it. Awesome, bud. I'm glad you got to join us. I guess I'll be sharpening my other knife. Awesome. I'm so much better when pulling the knife towards me. You know what? Mine switched. Okay, let me rephrase that. So I was better at one time, one direction. Everybody has their strong arm. Just like everybody has their main eye, you know, their strong eye. But now I have not a problem, but I find that depending on the knife and depending on the blade shape, I'm better sometimes pushing, and other times I'm better pulling. It depends on the knife for me and the belly and stuff like that. That's looking really good. It looks like I might need... Oh, it's looking really good. Do you always push, pull when freehanding? I thought it was just push. It doesn't matter. Okay, see, this is the thing. It doesn't matter if you push or pull. You should always push, which is the same thing. So, like, are you meaning, like, the difference between this and this? Is that what you're saying? So, like, I do both, because it's just going to sharpen it faster, and it doesn't really matter. Now, one thing I am doing, though, if you can notice, is all my grit is still running this way on my blade, which is the angle you want it to, because when you're cutting, you want the serrations of the grit to go towards the thing you're cutting. No matter what, it always will be. But when I'm finishing, so like at the end of each stone, what I'll do is I will do a bunch of swipes of one pass, one pass, one pass, one pass, so that it helps straighten up any serrations that might be not facing the right way, if that helps. I'm ready to move to the next stone technically, but I want to emphasize something really quick. That went very fast because this stone did not need much. The chip on it was very, very, very tiny. I'm going to work just a little bit longer on this stone, because anybody that watches this later, I want them to understand the first stone, spend the most amount of time on. you know, and if you're not going to, like if like say if you're just reprofiling really quick, then the second stone spend more time on. The longer you spend on the stone, the better your edge is going to be, the easier the grip pattern is going to be to replace. The everything will be better. Your edge will be sharper, your grip will be more even, and the next stone will be easier to it'll be easier to replace the grip pattern. See, like what I like to wind up doing is I like to get to a point to where I can drag it across the stone one time. I shouldn't be going so fast. Normally, let me just say this really quick. Normally, I don't go this fast. I normally go very slow. I'm kind of rushing because it's a video, and the last time it took me forever. But I like to be able to do it where 1 to 2 passes, I already have a burr. That means my apex is perfect. But normally, this is about the speed I go. Right there. Because I'm concentrating on every movement. Now this knife right here is I've done it a lot. I've sharpened it a lot, so I know it really, really well. I also have a little chip at the tip I didn't talk about, but I don't know if I'm gonna get that out today. It's not that serious, and I don't think it deserves removing that amount of steel to get to it. But it is a little chip at the tip. Tell you what, man, this knife, if something ever happened to this knife, I'd buy another one. I love this knife. This knife is amazing. It's just such a good knife. So thin behind the edge, and it's so easy to sharpen the blade shape. It's nice and long and big. The sharpening choil is really big. It's comfortable in the hand. It's a big knife, but an amazing slicer. Give us a slow motion detailed explanation of what you are doing with push strokes as you get the tip. Okay. No problem. See, that's what I want to hear. I want to hear these questions right now. This is actually why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to help other people that can't understand. Because I was there before, and I remember needing all these questions. Let me just this stuff really quick. So, when I'm pushing and pulling, I'm just looking at the camera real quick to make sure you guys can see this. All right. There we go. My camera flipped. I don't know what happened, man. It like shut off and then asked me if I wanted to resume. So I hurried up and I turned off my airplane mode, or turned it on, or whatever you call it. All right, so I did see your guys' questions. Okay, so I push not hard at all. If it was a ceramic stone, I would put pressure. But on an aluminum oxide, a coarse, a diamond, I don't put any pressure. So, and the reason why, and I'll tell you exactly how much pressure I put. I put the amount of pressure as it takes for me to hold this thing flat. Whatever it takes for me to hold, because what I'm trying to hit first when I put it on the stone is the bottom of the choil. So whatever it takes for me to lay this part flat on that stone, that's how much pressure I put. And then I just let it cruise across, because the more pressure I put, the more chances I'm going to have of it tilting like this, and me fighting to keep that same amount of pressure and it tilting. But if I don't put any pressure at all, it's very easy to keep that angle going. Now, when I go to do the tip, what I'm doing is I follow the tip to the stone with my finger. once it hits, because I'll feel it because my finger's right by the tip, like that. So I'll feel it. Once it hits the stone, I keep my same angle. I lock my wrist. I keep my same angle, and then I just rub it back and forth. I don't do it hard though, because if you are missing your angle or anything, you don't want to dig too deep. You want to be able to look at it and see, okay, that did good, or okay, I'm off a little bit. If that makes sense. So I follow it, follow it, follow it, follow it. Now my finger doesn't have to actually be touching the tip, but I can feel right here that it's hitting right there. And then I just rock it back and forth right there. And then I might do the same thing on the heel right here, depending on the knife. That's why it's nice when you have big choils like this, because you don't have to do this part as often. Sometimes you do if the grind's off, but if you have certain knives where the choil is harder to hit, you might go right here and then just push back and forth. But you don't want to let it tilt. See that how I just let it tilt? So you don't want to let it tilt up or down. Make sure it goes straight back and forth when you're doing the heel. It's the same thing at the tip. And watch it too. Now I'm going to go the other direction and show you. So the other direction, I'll use my pointer finger. And I'll do the same thing. Right there. And if you can see, I just got it right there by my pointer finger. And I hit it. Now, back to how to do and how to find your angle really quick. Now, I have some tricks with a line on your finger. If you don't know what that is, because I've taught this before, let me know and I will show it. Otherwise, if you want a full video on it, I got it in my playlist. And that's another thing. I have a whole playlist of sharpening videos for anybody that doesn't get something out of this video or wants more information or watches this video later. I have a whole playlist of sharpening videos that answer a lot of questions. And also I teach lots of beginner techniques that will help anybody learning how to sharpen, that needs to know how to hold an angle, that needs to know what stones to use, how to clean this, just all kinds of stuff. But I like doing these lives because then I can literally show you. And if you don't get it or if it doesn't come across, just tell me. And I'll show you again, or I'll show you in a different angle. Or I'll pull this damn camera all the way down here and show you really close. Have you ever used a WorkSharp guided sharpening system? Okay, so are you talking about the electric one? Is that the one you're talking about? Or I think that's what you're talking. Or are you talking about that little plate one, the one with these little plates like this? You talking about the ones with these little plates? Or are you talking about the electric one? If you're talking about the one with the little plates, I have the plates, but I don't have the system. So the way I use the plates is I put them in my clamp. No, manual. Okay, so I haven't used the actual system, but I have the plates, the diamond plates that go in. And what I do is I just put them right in my clamp. And I just use it like this. So then I have the exact same system you do, except for I only bought the stones. And then you can get these little angle guides for nothing. I mean, these little angle guides, if you're having a problem with angles, I just made that system right here. Now, to switch the stones, you can get all the different replacement stones. But I normally use these. I bought these just to bead on. Like, these are little diamond plates for me to bead on. I originally used them by hand. I held them in my hand like this, and I sharpened like this. And that's another great technique. Place tip towards the blade angle. I don't understand. Plates. Are you saying place tip towards the blade angle? Yes, plates and plates move. I don't understand. Or what was I just talking about? I don't remember. Um, oh yeah, holding the stones in your hand. I like holding stones in my hand sometimes, and that was a technique I was going to show people. If you have problems sharpening like this, right? There's another way you can sharpen. I'm going to just zoom in really quick, or lift you up really quick. Now, if you have problems with that, you can get little Lansky stones that have a little grip where you can hold it like this. And then you can literally get right up to the stone like this. And now I can actually look right when my edge touches the stone. And I'm not all far away having to reach and look. And so, I'm telling you, this is a lot easier than doing it two hands on here. And you also get to watch it drag across the stone. And you can literally watch every detail of what's going on. It's very easy to sharpen this way. And you can go back and forth very easily. I highly recommend this if you're trying to learn how to free sharpening and you have problems doing two hands. I'm telling you, it's very easy. The plates will move as you move the blade down. It just swivels on the hinge system, so you will get the same angle all the way down. I thought you could lock it though. That's the one that swivels. I thought it had a locking system where you could stop it from swiveling. Pretty sure it does. What's up, Andrew? It's good to have you here, bud. I'm glad you stopped by. I'm glad people actually came through. Plus, like I was saying before, you know, you don't even have to want a sharpen to come hang out in this video. We can talk about anything. I could technically move to the next stone now. I'm going to do something really quick because I want to test this thing. Now you see me moving the stone constantly. I'm moving it to be where I need to see. So, and also what's good for my my arms. So because my arms move better in these directions. And then it gets annoying at first, but after a while you don't even think about it. Kind of like driving a stick shift. It's really only annoying when you're doing the 1-in-1 strokes. Now you see how I'm doing the 1-in-1s now? I'm knocking that burr off. Waiting on one to get back to me, and then I should have 4 minutes. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that. Yeah, right now we're like at a point where we're kind of waiting for like knives to check out and stuff like that because you know, we know people get bored with the same old knives. I can only do so many videos of the same knives. Now, I have videos coming up that are review knives, but once those are done, you know, those are done, and I have nothing. So, like, it's like I like to have that, you know, the people out there that help support the channel to get me content constantly. Because I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for you guys, we seriously, we wouldn't even have a channel. I mean, this channel is your guys' channel, to be honest. Fucking, we just film it. The thing keeps sliding. Let me get a piece of paper towel really quick. I don't know why it's sliding so bad. There we go. It's got rubber feet, so it shouldn't really slide. You should just some Neil Blackwood. I don't know who that is. Is it fixed blades? See, like right now my burr is almost going over just with one stroke. It's and I don't mean one stroke with me holding my angle up. I mean with me holding my same angle. 2 strokes. 2 strokes. It's moving all the way over. I'm getting a burr from heel to toe. Any type. I used to work with him and he was a father figure. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, he doesn't build them anymore. It's good to have mentors in your life that you know, I guess that you look up to or look to for advice or teach you stuff. I had a lot of great ones in my life with my uncles. Um, so I'm definitely blessed in that way of having a lot of great uncles and family that were able to teach me stuff and mentor me. My dad was there too, so I'm not taking that away from him. I'm just saying, between him and all my uncles. Alright, I'm just going to do these 1-in-1 strokes and we'll move to the next stone. I kind of wanted to show how sharp this was going to be off of this stone, but I didn't really spend a crazy amount of time on it. I could have spent a long amount of time, but I did want to show you guys me spending some time on it. We'll do a quick little cut test. Let me just hit it on the strop really quick. Now this stone's about 200 grit. This stone's actually even more aggressive than my diamond stone. My first diamond stone, because, well, maybe not more aggressive than this diamond stone. This one's extra coarse. My big diamond stone is just coarse. Hoko doesn't matter if it's fixed or full. It depends on knife use. Outdoor hardness knife should generally be. You talking about behind the edge, or you're talking about the angle. I like doing 17. I'll be honest. 20's okay. 22.5. I personally think it's a bit shallow. Now, don't get me wrong. A hard use knife, I like a 20 degree. I think 20 degree is just fine. Now, if it's just going to be a cutter, and also depending on the steel, depending on a lot of different things. If it's a good steel, I like going a little more at an angle. There's receipt paper. Let me just rip this off. Very sharp. And this is only 200 grit, so this is pretty aggressive. It definitely is too aggressive. And this is really going to make me mad. Can you see me now? This is really starting to upset me. All right. Let me sit this house a little bit. Move this a little closer to you guys. Yeah, I don't know why. What's going on? Every time this happens, we lose more and more people. Whatever. What sucks about this is that hopefully this will all go into one clip because it's asking me if I want to resume. And when it does that, it normally stays all in one video. But I think if you rewatch it, you'll see the buffering and stuff like that, which a lot of people won't watch the video like that. Some people will stick through it, but I'm hoping that it all goes through basically almost seamless. I know it'll have a little bit of buffer. I'm just hoping it doesn't wind up becoming 2 different videos, which I don't think it will. What's up, Holland? That's awesome. Glad to have you. Lemon is here. The dedicated artist. That's awesome, man. I love hearing that stuff. I love hearing that stuff. That really puts a smile on my face. For sure. But yeah, anybody who starts sharpening, you are always going to have a hand or a direction that you're better with, whether it's pushing or pulling this way. Um, also, EDC Journey, are you still here? I think we lost him, but I wanted to show him this recurve thing. Okay, so you were asking about your round stones in your video. So your round stones are for recurves. That's mainly, it's for a lot of things. Let me just say this really quick before I finish that statement. They're for a lot of things. So like say if I'm going through my stones, right, and I was just on my course, and say I gotta remove a bunch of steel. Well, every time when I'm done with this side, I'm gonna have a big burr on this side, especially on diamonds. I might not want to drag that burr across the stone. A stone like this I wouldn't really care about too much, but you can take this and you can drag it across this and knock the burr off. That's one thing you could do. Or you can use it to maintain your edge. Like, say if you used it and it's got some hiccups when you drag your nail across it, you can just take a couple passes, kind of like a chef, and then strop your knife. Now, also, a huge thing it's good for is for sharpening recurves. Now, you have what looked like some ceramic, or not, I mean, sorry, not ceramic, aluminum oxide round stones. Your aluminum oxide stones are going to be the best thing for sharpening recurves like this. See this? How it's got a recurve, this belly right there? That's what this thing's going to be good for. Now, those little stones, I think I seen you had like some little square stones, kind of like this. Like, I think you did. You had different shaped stones. Same thing with these. You can use these for recurves. Or say for getting into little areas like that you don't want, that you can't get your big stone on because it's too wide right here. So it's going to, the belly's going to hit this side of the stone and it's not going to allow me to get into this little tight area. Well, this stone will. So like stuff like that, they're really good for different blade shapes and stuff. I just wanted to say it to you really quick. Because I seen you were kind of asking about, because you bought what'd you do? You bought an eBay buy or something with all those, or somebody sent them to you? EDC Journey, I seen you had like a whole bunch of different really cool stones. Those are all beautiful stones too. And that's the thing. When you really get into sharpening, you see the beauty in those stones and the value of those stones. Like I couldn't help but watch that entire video. Just curious about what stone is he gonna pull out next. I know I couldn't really tell exactly what kind of stone it was with all of them, but they looked like they were India and aluminum oxide. Stud fishing in the house. What grits are you using there on your main stones? Okay, so this one was about a 200 grit. This is an aluminum oxide. Now this is an aluminum oxide like an India. This one's about 600 grit. Maybe, yeah, about between 6 and 8. Now my final stone, if I choose to use this one as my final one, will be an Arkansas, which is about, they vary. Arkansas, the CARHARTT, they vary anywhere between like 1,000 grit to 1,200. Some of them are a little coarser and can be like, because remember it's a natural stone, so it depends on the cut and everything else. So when you recondition it with a stone flattener, and that can depend a little bit too. But mine's basically about 1,000 grit. That's what I'm guessing. maybe 1100. I'll tell you what though, like my 1200 diamond is coarser than this stone. And it's just a difference. It's a different kind of stone, so the grit is different. It's kind of hard to explain, but different stones will, even at the same grit. So two stones that are both 1,000 grit, if they're a different kind of stone, they will be. I don't know why. I don't know why. It just keeps shutting off. It must be my internet service or something. Because it keeps asking me, like it keeps shutting off and then asking me if I want to resume. Well, I didn't shut it off, so of course I want to resume. If you can resume that fast, why would you just not buffer or not shut me down? We'll try not to make this video too long. I think it's because, to be honest, I think it's because of the time of day. Like, I don't think I'd have these problems if it was after 3:30, 4 o'clock. I think that's the problem. Now, wait, new knife. What new knife? Did I miss something? I must have missed something. Gotta make my impulse buy money. Guess I can put that over to... What did I miss? What are you buying, Chris? All I gotta say is this is what I'm carrying today is this damn alien knives, and damn, this thing is got a good edge on it. But besides that, that's a good knife. That's a damn good knife. I'm gonna recommend a couple things for the final. I don't know if he'll change anything because obviously it's not up to me, but I'm gonna put in some recommendations in my review. But that's the way it's supposed to be with any. Make sure I'm not buffering again. With any prototype. Can you check your DMs on Instagram after this? Yeah, of course. Shit, I can check it right now. I got this pad in front of me. Elijah got a new knife in the mail. That's awesome. I got some knives coming right now too. Technically, CARHARTT doesn't know. She probably won't watch this. But I got me a new eBay buy coming. I tried to win a Terzola. I lost though. But I tried to win a Terzola, a drop version. I lost though. So, but I do got a new Tucson on the way, and it's a brand new one, like one that nobody has done a review on yet. I'm hoping I get it before anybody else gets to do a review on it. There's another one. I know a lot of you guys aren't doing Tucsons or whatever, but there's a new one out. It's not very big, like meaning like it's not an 8-inch knife. It's like probably 7.5 inches, but it's a 3.1-inch blade, but it's a thumb stud knife. It's a thumb stud knife. The thumb studs are the stop pin, and it's got a nice big belly. I mean, this thing looks like a slicer. It looks like an amazing knife. I wanted so bad. Put it this way. There wasn't no way I was fucking putting up the money that everybody else was willing to put on it. People went up to like $200 on it. It's M390 in titanium. It's worth that. But if I wait a couple weeks, I'll be able to get it for like $140. Now, if I wait a long time, like a couple months, I'll be able to get it for $100, about $100 probably. That'll probably be about the cheapest I could get it for. Maybe, like, if I wait a long time, like 6 months or next year, I'll be able to get it for like $80. But there ain't no way I'm gonna wait that long. I'm hoping I get it here pretty soon. Where's a good place to grab some two-sun knives? You see me doing this, not even looking at the damn stone? See that? Woo! That's some technique. All right, the best... Okay, you don't have to wait 2 months. So this is the thing. When the virus was really having some problems, yeah, they weren't able to get them out as fast, but that's because of customs. So now they're back on schedule. So it says 1 to 2 months on their thing. I just got one. I just won one. It was out for delivery the next day. Now, however long it takes to get from China, it's normally 2 weeks. So I should be receiving it within 2 weeks. Now, I just won one, not the last one I won, with the one before that, or maybe 2 before that, I got in less than a week. Because it was coming from California. Tucson does have a guy in California that sells their knives. So I think what they do is they basically ship a bunch of knives to him so that he can mail them out. I think that's what's going on. But he normally doesn't hang on to them long, so he won't have a lot of them. He'll only have, a few at a time or some shit. I was hoping this knife was going to come from him because it said it was coming from China, and then it got here in a few days, so I knew where it came. Oh, yeah, and then the package said it came from California, so I knew it came from him, even though it didn't tell me that it was coming from him. Now, usually it does. Not usually. Sometimes it tells you. But eBay's the best way. Otherwise, White Mountain Knives. White Mountain Knives carries them. If you go through AliExpress, I think they're basically about the same amount of time. Damn, this thing's got a mirror on it. Holy shit. I don't think you guys will be able to see that. This stone, man, I'll tell you what, man, this stone right here, I almost want to say it's a way higher grit than what, says it is. Because, damn it, this thing don't damn near put a mirror on it. Especially when you got a nice, good flow going like this. And then you go from, and if you can hold your angle perfectly, man, this thing gives you a nice, good, shiny edge with a lot of bite. I like to finish on this stone a lot of times. I'll be honest, because, man, I can get a hair whittling edge off of this stone, no problem. Not a problem. Especially when I start working really slow and light pressure, very light pressure. Like, I could totally switch stones right now, but I'm just loving this stone. I almost don't even want to switch to the next stone. This one's so damn good. Because a lot of times, man, when you got that good bite, I don't like getting too mirror. If I get too mirrory, you don't have the bite that you have from a stone like this. Now, this stone, I can still get some bite from, but not like this. I don't even think I need to move up anymore. I'm going to continue to work on this one. I might switch to the Arkansas if you guys want me to. I got a translucent. That's a really good stone too, especially if you want a nice fine edge. Those are really good for straight razors. I thought about okay, I'm dying to review the package. Yeah, I'll have it out probably the beginning of next week. I'll have it out for you. I was hoping this person would answer me on the knife they won, and then I was gonna mail it out with that, but they're not getting a hold of me. I'm gonna have to redraw a name from that giveaway. I have 3 mini grips. Amazon made a mistake and posted them for $3.99 last year. I hurried up and grabbed them off. What? That's that's amazing. That was me, by the way, and it was an accident. I want my mini grips back. No, that's so awesome. $3.99. And then they had to do it right, otherwise it'd be false advertisement. You got no choice. Another thing I want to say really quick. I know you guys didn't see me do it because I didn't do it, but I'm really paying attention. Now, I 99% of the time always mark where I put my finger right there, just like that. So that's where my finger's going to go every time, and then this side I'll do the same thing. And I might have to replace the mark every once in a while, but it does it to where every single time I put my finger in the exact same spot. I'm telling you, that will help you tremendously, because it's kind of like your finger kind of guides you, like even when I'm coming back towards my thing like this, it's guiding me at the same time. So when I'm lifting up, it's guiding this belly and this tip down. It'll change if you keep moving areas down the blade. That's what helped you. If you're talking to me, yeah. How do you like them apples? That was quick that time, wasn't it? I ain't messing around with these cats no more. I ain't messing around with them. I'm watching for that shit now. Do you know how many times in the video it's gonna flip towards my face? Because it cuts out. It's literally gonna flip to my face probably 15 times in this video. Ooh, that's a sharp motherfucker right there. What's the big difference between cheap and expensive stone? Can you get a nice edge? Absolutely, you can get it. Put it this way, check this out. I'm working right now. This whole getup right here was 30 bucks. They sell diamond ones so like this stone would be a diamond stone for like 50 bucks. The price, this is the difference with the price or what an expensive stone will get you. There's a couple things. One, and this is like, it depends on the type of stone you're talking about, but like, okay, these ones are expensive over here. These are water stones, but they're a mess. Like these things, I love these stones, but they're splash and go stones, and that you have to have a flattener. So now I also have to buy a stone that will flatten these at the same time. And they're kind of soft, so you have to constantly flatten them. They take a lot more maintenance. Now, if I get the other kind of splash and go with diamonds in it, now that can cut any steel soaking that, but it'll be faster, but it's a very low maintenance. So like usually the lower the maintenance, the more expensive a stone is. But then again, like aluminum oxides are very cheap stones. Arkansas can be a little pricier depending on the kind of Arkansas, but no, cheap stones are just fine. You want to know what type of steel you're cutting too, though. You always want to get a low grit, but cheap stones are fine, man. You can get a damn good edge on a cheap stone. Now, okay, let me. I messed up. I messed up really quick. Let me explain myself. Please let me explain myself. Not for water stones, though. If it's a cheap water stone, stay away from it. These things suck. Now, I'm not saying you can't get a good edge on your kitchen knife, but for pocket knives with good steel, it's just incredibly hard for a stone like this. These things are just way too soft. And then you have to dunk them and let them soak underwater. And so, but when it comes to aluminum oxide stones, India stones, stuff like that, cheap is fine. Cheap, it's basically going to have to do with size at that point. Always make sure you're sized, though, because they'll look big in the picture. You'll fucking get a little 2-inch stone that goes in your pocket. And you'll think you're getting a stone like this size. Now, a stone like this, I got this for 20 bucks. This is a dual-sided stone. Now, this isn't very aggressive. It works, but it's very slow. And it what's the word for it? It glazes very easily. Glazing is basically where the steel from you sharpening and the oil fill up the pores, and then your steel starts skating across it. So I have to have a flattener, and I have to rub it down every once in a while and go and soak it in some degreaser and stuff like that. But it still works very good. And when I first bought it, it was a lot better. Or I mean, it was good for a little while before it started doing that stuff. But this one isn't as good, even though these look the exact same. These are two different stones right here. So this is the coarse on this one. This one's the coarse on this one. I mean, it's so you want to just pay attention. But no, cheap stones are just fine. Just know how to maintain them. If it's an oil stone, you can use oil or you can use soap and water. But if you start using oil, do not just start using soap and water because you run out of oil. That will not work. The oil will be embedded in the stone and will not allow the soap and water to penetrate. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to degrease it if you want to start using soap and water after that. And some stones, if as long as you're cleaning it pretty frequently, then it won't be that big of a problem to degrease it. But some stones, you gotta let soak for a couple days to degrease them. I'm sharpening a kitchen knife that hasn't been sharpened in 17 years. Awesome, those things suck. I just did one recently too. Those old kitchen knives that they haven't been sharpened in a decade. They can be a beast because they usually have a lot of nicks and dings in them. But luckily it's and also they're kind of a softer steel. They're not usually very like a very good steel. But I mean, I'm talking about a cheap kitchen knife right now. If it's a good kitchen knife, then yeah, those are fun to sharpen. A good kitchen knife. Cheap kitchen knives, I mean, those things. I mean, I sharpen them all the time. See, like right now, I'm damn near skating across like glass right now. Watch this. We'll get that skate. I used old butter knives to practice years ago. You know what I was thinking about doing, Lemon? I was thinking about sharpening one up and shaving with it. Making a video shaving with a butter knife. I gotta sharpen this. Hell yeah! That's awesome. You know what I do sometimes, Lemon? I will take these videos like this, either ones that somebody already made, like say if they already made it, then what I'll do is I'll wait for when I'm sharpening, and that's what I'll watch while I'm sharpening. And I do that so it's like almost like I have a buddy to sharpen with. And also, if it's a live sharpening, I'll start sharpening right then and there so that we're sharpening together. Unless if I'm wanting to talk, because there are sometimes I want to talk to the person. So I'll put some questions or whatever, or I'll communicate with them. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm going really light strokes right now. I'm almost not even touching. Almost came off. But yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but that, whoops, kicked my damn camera. But I got that one edge so shiny off of a 600 grit edge. Now, the reason why is because I spent so much time, and that was on a diamond stone, So it just shows you how polished you can get a knife off of a low grit. You really can. I'll be honest, I thought like in the beginning when I first started sharpening, man, I need a 5,000 grit stone. I want a 10,000 grit stone. Like that's what I was all about. I was all about them high grits. Then after sharpening a lot and really seeing the performance and everything else, I was like, I like the low grits way better. Especially just spending time, just longer time on the low grit rather than moving up to a higher grit. Pull them out! Lamone, pull them out! But got a few chickens and do chores. Oh, fuck, you gotta do them chores first. Don't skip your chores. What grit do you sharpen kitchen knives to? Okay, so now a kitchen knife, I'll be honest, I don't do them at a very low grit. And the reason why is there's a couple reasons. Okay, so 12 would be where I would go with it if I was you. So like a 600 grit, unless if you're going to spend a long time on the 600 grit. Now, if you spent a long time on the 6 and then a long time on the 12, that'll get you a great finish on a kitchen knife. But a kitchen knife you're using for food. So you don't want, say, which I know it won't hurt you, but you know, these are little teeth on the edge. And the lower the grit, the bigger the teeth. They break off. You might not even feel they break off because they're so tiny. So in all reality, they're not going to hurt you. But it'll get duller faster. This is in my experience. The lower the grit, the faster it will dull. I'm not saying go to 20,000 grit or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I would finish on a little bit higher grit than I'd want to do on my pocket knife for a user. Now, I'm not saying like there isn't pocket knives. I have pocket knives I have 5,000 grit on. So I'm not saying that I don't put high grits on some pocket knives. I'm just saying that for a kitchen knife, I'd want to finish above 1,000 grit no matter what. Just because I ordered 100,000 grit diamond compound because higher must mean sharper, right? No, it does not. No, it does not. Now, I used to think that too. I really did. And that is the exact opposite, in my opinion. The higher the grit, the less sharper. Now, there's a medium point. So, like, too low is damn near serrations. So, but too high, you don't have the grit. So, like, if I can just, I showed this in a video one time. Let me show it really quick on a piece of paper. So, like right now, if I zoomed you in to my edge with my little scope, I can't do it on a live because I have to be able to focus my camera and I can't do that on a live. So I'm just going to show you. Say if this is my edge. So that's the knife, that's the edge. If I zoomed in right now, if I zoomed in to the edge, you're going to see lines, right? These lines are the teeth you feel when you touch the edge. Now, the more higher grit you get, you don't have these no more. Like when you see an absolute mirror edge, if you zoom all the way in, you will see little fine lines. When you get to too high of a grit, you won't have those no more. That's why people tend to say it's impossible to have a mirrored toothy edge. Well, that's not true. You can. You just can't have an absolute mirror. If it's an absolute mirror, meaning it's just polished to where there's no teeth left, then you don't have the bite. Now, it'll be sharp as shit if you lay the angle back. Now, if your angle is real shallow, then no, it's not going to be sharp. Your fingers will skate. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry, man. I hate that I have to keep doing this. Later, stud. Sorry that I missed you because my thing messed up. But what I was trying to say, I don't know when you guys fell off. Are you guys still here? I'm sorry, man. This is pathetic. I'm about to finish this up for you guys. I don't want to keep making you guys see a bunch of buffering. Who's here still? If EDC Journey's still here. Okay, Lamone, you're still here. Awesome, man. True Ones are still here. All right, EDC Journey. What I was trying to say was 6 micron is my favorite compound. And the reason why is because it gets you the most bite. So like when I'm finishing up an edge, like right now, if I'm finishing up an edge, the best compound I can use from the edges I like, what's up, Richie, is 6 micron compound. Now I have all kinds of compounds, all the way down to 0.5, so half a micron, and it's too fine to me. It does, in my opinion. Now some people don't like a lot of bites from their edge. I like to touch it and it feel too like it's got bite. I like to be able to put a hair on it and it just cut a hair in half. Now if it's a very fine edge, it won't do that. The hair will just skate across. There's nothing to catch. Unless if the edge is laid back very, very fine. But like I said, at that point, your edge is so fragile. I'm just going to do a couple more passes because, you know what, I'm going to clean this stone off and just run a couple more passes. I would go to the next stone, but I don't want to. There's 22 people here? Oh, shit, maybe I should go to the next stone. All right. I don't know if all 22 people have been here the whole time, but the video keeps buffering, and I got to hurry up and resume the film. So I apologize if it does that. You might catch a quick shot of my face turning it back on. I don't know why. I think it's my internet right now. So like right now, I'm just taking off any steel that is possibly, I feel like little particles. So I'm just getting rid of them really quick by soaking that stone really good. They'll all float up to the top, and then I push them away. Now it's nice and clean. And I can actually feel it. Like there's actually a particle right here. I feel it right there. There, it's on my finger now. You probably can't see it, but it's there right on my finger. The burrs, when you use a diamond stone, you can actually see little wires that come off when you flip your blade and knock the burr off. But you know, still EDC Journey, I mean, test it out because you might like a very, very high grit. Sometimes I do. Like on certain steels, especially, I'll tell you when I like to do a high grit. If it's a thick edge, right? It's thick behind the edge. And I'm laying my angle back really far because it's not going to cut good otherwise. So I'm laying it back already. Then I'll maybe put a little bit of a higher grip, but I also like a really low grip because I like seeing that scratch pattern. I like to look at the knife and see the actual scratch pattern. This one, it's fucking almost mirror right now, which doesn't even make sense. Pisses me off when I use an angle guide and it scratches my blade from debris I didn't clean off. That does suck. I want to show you guys another angle guide. If you want to learn to freehand, here's another type of angle guide you can get. You basically just take your knife and clamp it on just like that. So now this part, it's like a hard plastic, and you just lay it down there and skate it across. Go to the other side, skate it across just like that. It's actually pretty cool. This thing's like $5. I don't even know. It's just a little clamp. Another thing I recommend to get is one of these. If you work on knives a lot, get one of these bad boys. These things are awesome. when you're working on knives, you can put stuff somewhere when you need to, like say if I need to clean a bunch of stones, I can carry them all right up to the sink. I mean, so just a little recommendation. Also, a nice tub for all your stones is good, unless if you keep them separated. I don't know if I should go to another stone or not. You know what? This stone right here, this is the ruby. These things are so cheap, but they're so awesome. It's called a ruby stone, so it has little rubies in it, and you can actually see them. And it puts a fucking polish on your knife, but it leaves you some bite. This is a stone that will give you a toothy polished finish, but it's also, you know, going to be a finer finish. It's not going to be, to me, it's not going to have as much bite as like this India, but this thing will put a damn polish on there, big time. I can hear something on the stone. It's really hard too, so it's not a water. I mean, it's like a water stone or an oil stone. I think it's more of an oil, but you can use water. Or I think it is water stone. I use the soap and water or water on all my stones. If it's an oil stone, I used to use oil, but now I use soap and water. Oil is just a little nastier. Alright, let's see if there's any question. I tried for years to improve my freehand sharpening, but after I bought a cheap Chinese whatever, I found that my best sharpening were very bad compared to the sharpens I get on this. Hold on a second, but after I bought a cheap, oh, you're saying you bought a cheap fixed angled system, and well, whatever works, man. I mean, that's awesome. You know what? But you can get from Freehander still, or from information from these videos, you can still get a lot of information, like information about steels or information about stones, like, because you can get these stones. This stone is for a fixed angled system right here. Let's see, it's got the little parts. So, I mean, you can still get good information from a sharpening video that does freehand. But, I was going to recommend to somebody, yeah, these things are awesome. Definitely grab one of these. This, highly, highly recommend. But, like I was telling other people, is that you can get little stones that you can hold in your hand. And for some reason, a lot of people that have problems sharpening like this don't have the same problem when they get close like this. And they actually watch that edge go all the way across the stone. Because it's hard to mess up. You're watching the edge touch the stone. So it's very easy to keep your angle. I mean, it's so much easier. Like, I find it way easier than doing this. It's just I enjoy doing it like this. Sorry, I'm messing with the camera. But just a thought. Or even holding one of these, but these are flatter. If you've ever watched Mike Emler, that's how Mike Emler sharpens all his knives. He literally sharpens his knives like this. He buys stones like this, and he goes like this. This is how he does it. With all his edges. And the way he does it is he moves both at the same time. You can't really tell, but it's happening. Like, he's like this. And I find myself doing it too. Like, you see how I'm going like this right now, I'm getting the tip. It's very easy to do. And I find that, or he does convex the edges when he does it like that. I can do a V-grind like this, though. Damn it, I keep hearing something on this stone. I'm sorry, guys. Let me wipe this thing. Hopefully this thing doesn't keep buffering. I think it's just the internet right now during the day. I don't have problems like this at night. And the Wi-Fi's right here. So, doesn't make any sense. What diamond compound do you use, Jared? I use, I got all different compounds, okay? My favorite, honestly, isn't diamond. Well, I'm not saying my favorite's not diamond. My favorite is 6 micron. So if that makes sense. My favorite is 6 micron. I have all kinds. I have 3 micron, I got 1 micron, 3.5, a half a micron. But 6 micron, in my opinion, is the best. Because one, it still helps you get a some bite. Man, do you guys hear that? It still helps you get the bite that you want from an edge, and it lets you still keep a shine. Now, if you're only worried about a mirror, then yeah, go lower. But if you're looking for performance and you want sharpness, if you want to be able to whittle a damn hair, basically, 6 micron does it faster and better. Now, I'm not saying, like I said before, that you can't do it with a half a micron. It's just then you have to make sure your angle is laid back a little farther. What brand is it though? Mine, right now I'm using, I think this one's a, what's it called? Not aluminum oxide, but chromium oxide. Mine's chromium oxide. This is my favorite stuff right now just because it's cheap. The diamond compound lasts longer though. I'll just say that right off the bat. This stuff you do have to keep putting on your strap, like once every 3 knives, maybe more, you know. But you get both compounds. You get white and green in there, and this thing was $5. And it's honing compound, white compound, coarse cut and polish. So the green would be for fine cut, more polish, and then the white is for more cutting. So basically, if you want to do a burr removal, you use the white, and then the green for polish. But I like using the white just for for my polish. Not even for polish, but just for my finish. Oh, I would totally buy this knife again. I love this damn knife. This knife is such a good knife. It's big, it's so slicey, it's so easy to sharpen. If you're losing your bite from lower micron diamond, it might be the quality of it. No, I don't. You mean higher, or yeah, because that would be higher then. You mean lower? I know what you're trying to say. No, mine is. I think mine's not the diamond, but it could be the quality of it. You're absolutely right. It could be. Son of a bitch. It absolutely could be the quality of it. But either way, I just find that for me, like I said before, like that doesn't mean that I don't like higher grit, because I do. I love a good mirror edge and I love higher grit. But I prefer lower grit. I just do. I think it performs way better. I think it just everything about it. I like an edge that you see the lines. You actually see the grit pattern. Not saying I don't like a good mirror polish, because I do. I especially like a toothy polish, which is just right before an absolute mirror. You can read off of it. A cloudy finish is good, but the white compound, the 6 micron, I'm still getting that polish. I'm just getting a little more bite in my edge when I touch it. So like I can go to my lower compound and do it, and I'll touch my edge and it's like, man, all the bite is gone. But then I use my 6 and I got my bite, and I'm like, oh yeah, there we go. So like this stone right here is I think 3,000. This is a 3,000 grit stone right here. So this one is going to be a higher. So this one's not going to give me as much bite. I don't even know why I used it. I shouldn't have even pulled it out, because I don't like this fine of an edge normally. on this knife. It looks damn good though. It looks good, but it just doesn't perform the way I like it to. I like the performance I get out of 600, 1200 grit, maybe 2000 grit. 2000 grit's nice, especially for the right angle. Now, if I laid this edge back farther, which this is it's a thin blade. I don't need to lay the edge back on this. But if I did, then a mirror would be nice. Yeah, I notice a significant difference, but it's a significant difference in a way. Like, normally by the time I get, because I spend so much time on the stone and I do such slow passes at the end that I almost don't even need to strop. Now, if I've used the knife, 6 micron seems to do the best job bringing my edge back. I love 6 micron. And you know what? I know several sharpeners that completely agree with me. They say the exact same thing. Even Jeff Jewell. That's something me and him have in common. And we talked all about it. How for some reason that 6 micron it's white compound. It's what it is. You can get it at any hardware store. It's just good. See, like right now, I don't feel like this thing could whittle a hair. It might be able to. Let me clean. You know what? I got a different one. I don't like this one though. This one's hard. I like this one better. Let me clean this really quick. I'm just gonna do this really quick while you guys are sitting here. So like I'll take this and where's my, you know, fuck, let's use this. Sorry if you guys can't see what I'm doing, but I'm scratching the surface of this thing with this bullshit, with this beater knife. Taking the old compound off, and I'm going to replace it really quick. I know you can use, what's that stuff called? Petroleum jelly and stuff like that. I don't give a shit. I do have petroleum jelly for my other. I have a lot of straps. I just use this one, a lot, but I probably got 20 different straps. But I want to get, to be honest, because this leather is good. This was my best leather, and I want to get some new quality leather because I'm not, the other leather I have some with some diamond spray on it that are okay, but they're thin. Good leather, not thick. I want to get some quality leather. I want to get some real good. Hold on, let me do a couple one-in-ones. I gotta re-put that compound on there. But I want to get some quality leather. I've been using mineral oil. Rolled buffalo. Yeah, I seen your strap. Your strap looks good. I don't have any. I want to get some buffalo or something like, I don't know. I want to get some really good leather, regardless what it is. I feel like all my leather is good, but not of high quality. I want to get some good stuff. Like I got some that I have wrapped up like this. This is 0.25 micron. This one's got diamond spray on it. It's all right. And then I got like a 6, a 3, and then like a 0.25. But petroleum jelly works really good on straps. It'll help you clean it off and put it back on. All ruby stones 3,000, or they come in other grits. There's 3,000. You'll find online some of them say 10,000. The reason why it says 10,000 is because they're selling you a dual grit. And this thing's like a marble. It sucks. But that's probably what they're trying to sell you. Or they just have it mistaken. It's 3,000 grit. That's what it is. I've never seen a higher. They might have them. I've never seen it, so I can't speak on it. And I've seen these in big blocks, and they're still 3,000. So 3.5 is good. That's basically what the green compound is. This stuff, you can get it really cheap. You can get it anywhere. It works good. I don't like it as much as the white. I'll say that. It polishes, so it's a good compound for polishing your edge if you want to polish it. So I like it. Mineral oil probably does work good on leather though. I don't see why it wouldn't. Wait, if you do the job correctly on the stones, you should be ready to go without having strap. Damn right. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't even need to strap at the end, but I do it just because, just to get that little bit, more. But you're right. I never need to strap. I could go right now. Right now, I don't even need to do my 1-in-1s. I don't have no damn burr. This thing's skating like glass. But I'm gonna do a couple 1-in-1 passes really quick before I hit my strap. Just because I'm crazy. I don't need to do this, but I'm doing it I'm probably doing it in my brain because it's just a habit. And also, I want my teeth to all run one direction. When I look under, because I'm going to take this damn thing right here, and I'm going to look at my edge. And when I look at it, my teeth, I want all to be running one direction. Let's see. It's got something nice here. Hold on a second. It's pretty good, but I can see a couple spots. This side's really good. It's got, the only problem with zooming in really close is you can see dust. This side, I'm almost catching it. And it's almost too perfect. You know what? I got another one though that zooms me in so damn close, it's insane. This one right here. This little guy right here. Wow. It gets you so damn close. There better not be no dust on it because you won't be able to see. All you'll see is dust. But when it's nice and clean, like right now, I can really see the scratches. Okay, I see one I need to help out. Okay, so I can see I could do some good 1-in-1s and help it out a little bit more. Let me just do a couple 1-in-1s and then we'll go to strapping. But I normally like to see my grit pattern nice and heavy. I like that bite. This is the thing. It cuts paper really good. Normally, it'll whittle a hair. The best thing it does is cutting actual stuff you cut. Let's be real, guys. I mean, we'll get paper, right? And receipt paper. And like right down here, I got motherfucking tissue paper. This is the hardest stuff to cut. Why do I cut this stuff to test my edge? Why? I'm never out in the field or anywhere cutting fucking tissue. So it doesn't make sense in all reality. In reality, the things you cut better usually. Usually, not always, not all, but most with a lower grit. Now the higher grit, the real high grit is good for like shaving stuff like that, because you don't want a low grit dragging across your face. But I am thinking about doing a video where I shave with a knife. So this is what Neevesknives Lab. This is Neevesknives Lab right here. I got right here like a bunch of, I don't know, shit I work on knives with. Anodizing stuff, just shit. It's a cart. And then look at what I got real close by. First aid kits. Always need this shit. This, I highly recommend getting one of these boxes. $10 gives you every size you want. Waterproof ones, all different kinds. This pack is amazing. And you can like, it's just boxes inside there, so you already got them ready for what type of cut you have or whatever. I have to use that thing damn near every day. My camera's kind of tilted, guys. I'm sorry. There we go. But yeah, this is the lab right here. I got like tubs where I have stones and stuff like that. I got this is a fishing tackle box. I got all kinds of little stones and stuff in. If you want, I'll take you guys for a little explore. Let's see here. So like right here, this is just gum. I got different oils like this one. This is good for Teflon washers, KPL. I got different tools to work on stuff. These are all different little stones, polishing stones, diamonds here. Those are aluminum oxide stones. I got a diamond stone here. This is receipt paper for when I want to practice my cuts. And then I got, you know, all my bits and stuff like that. Another little microscope. Got my weehaws. Then I got all the bits up here. And then up here, I got my different Loctites, my red, my blue. I got Q-tips and stuff. I got a rechargeable light. I got different tools up here for like grabbing stuff. I also got a little diamond rod up here too. Little diamond rods. And then this is a diamond stone. Check this out. You're watching Neevesknives Live on Neevesknives Live. But yeah, and then I got all kinds of stuff over here. Just all the boxes are filled with different tools and different stuff. These are all water stones right here. 3 different kinds. That's Nanawa Super Stones. And then these are water bottles with holes in the top for me to put water on stones. But stuff like that. Normally it's set up a little differently. Normally right here I have stuff, but I have it all moved up over here. Like I got like a work tray and stuff. I got a tub over here. If you want to take a little look-see really quick, give you a little roundabout. First time anybody's seen over there on Neevesknives. But I got like my tub you just seen. I fill my stones up with, set them all in there, and so they're always nice and flat. And if I need to move them, I can pick them all up at once. But I make sure they're all nice and flat so they can't be knocked over, chipped, or anything like that. This drawer, oh, I didn't show you inside the drawer. So I got my ceramic stones, my Spyderco ceramics. I got a bunch of strops in here. Hard Arkansas. I got like some grittomatic stones, just some little stones. This is a bullshit stone I got. And then I got like little tools like this. These things are always good to have. It's little bits, little magnetic bits. But one thing they're good for is like for little tiny Phillips. And then back here unscrews, and it has a bunch of different, it's even got a Torx bit in there. But then it has a light. It's going dead though. But stuff like that, those are all really good. These are really good. I have tons of these. Always have these. They're filled with bits in the back. And they give you T5 to T10, I think. These are really good. And get this. If you buy one of these, see, I marker mine red, so this is my T6, and then the ones that aren't red are T8. I do that on purpose. I do it with a marker. But these things are lifetime warranty. So if you go to Home Depot, pick them up, or Menards, if you break a bit, take it in, and they'll give you a whole new one for free. I didn't show you guys, but I got like little glues and stuff, and angle finders. I didn't show you guys these either. I got tons of these. These are all different Torx bits and different tools. Highly recommend getting stuff like that. I got titanium wire. This is for anodizing. I didn't show you inside there. Markers, rubber bands. That's another big thing. Rubber bands. You use rubber bands. I mean, I use them a lot because I put things together. Lighters. I got receipt paper everywhere for slicing. My diamond stones are right here. In the back of this bin, I have like my other strapping compounds, a wrench, my ceramic rod, some more bits. Comes with a little tool. This has like the weird ones like spanner bits and stuff. If you can see that. Like this thing has all the weird bits, but this thing was like $6. Ace Hardware. Oils, 3-in-1 oil. I got a whole bin down here full of all kinds of stuff, all kinds of cleaning stuff, different oils, leather wax or for leather, RIT dye, other oil, stuff like that. Just all kind, Goo Gone, other cleaning, just stuff like that. Like all kinds of supplies for working on knives and or maintaining other tools and supplies. Like I got a Dremel. We have a back room over here where I have all kinds of like hand tools and stuff. Here, I guess this is what you consider hand tools. I mean power tools. That's what I meant to say. Hand power tools. What do you use to clean your diamond stones? Nothing. Okay, so what I do, and I will show this knife in just a second. I take, and while I'm working on it, because, okay, this is going to be the problem, is when you've been sharpening on it, it's going to cover up with stuff. So I just take and wipe it off. Now, if it's really bad, I will take, what the hell did I do with it? Normally I have it right here. I will take some alcohol and I will just barely drip it on there. So just a little drip drop. Wipe it around, get out all the particles of the steel because it's going to dry up fast. So get it all up, it's all going to come up, and then now wipe it off. Now the problem with this is now there are fibers all over this. So I let it dry, make sure my hand's dry, and then I dust it off, and then feel it, and you'll feel all the fibers are gone. So that's very clean now. That's how I clean it if I need to. But I always use them dry. So I don't use water when I sharpen with them. I don't use anything. I use them dry, and then I clean them off when I need to. Which is, every time I sharpen, I might have to clean it once, while I'm sharpening. In between, like finishing on the stone itself. This damn knife is good. In all reality, them grip patterns are just fine. I tend to get crazy though. Like, man, I'll look at the knife and I'd be like, damn, that looks so good. And then I'll look at it with my fucking loop and like there'll be a scratch going this way or something stupid. Even though I can't see it and it doesn't affect nothing. And I will go crazy about it trying to get that motherfucker out. And so the jeweler's loop is massively beneficial. Massively, but it can make you become a nitpick. It can make you crazy, but I highly, highly recommend it. At the very least, get one of these. Or if you see TV on the side of the road, on the side of the road, go and screw one of these out of it. You guys know what one of these are from old TVs. Sometimes you just got to improvise. You know what else? A good place to find a lot of good equipment is thrift stores. Thrift shops, sometimes they'll even have old stones. They'll have like boxes you can use, EDC boxes, tackle boxes, old tools, just all kinds of shit. Oh yeah. For a polished edge, man, that thing's pretty damn sharp. And think about it, I went from I should have went to an Arkansas stone, but I went from basically in India, like a 600 grit straight to 3,000, which I don't know why I did that, but it was so damn. It was already polishing from that stone because of how long I spent on my first stone. Technically, it was polished from that damn 600 because of how long I spent on my first stone. And in all reality, I didn't need to spend that long. Like this whole thing, I could have got this done in half the time, but I also usually go slow, so maybe not. Sometimes I spend a couple hours sharpening a knife just because I want to take my damn time. Okay, hey, what was the microscope you used earlier? I have one, but I hate it. I don't know which one you have. I have this one, which is just a regular jeweler's loupe. I've had these for years. Not this specific one, but I've been using them for years because I used to buy a lot of jewelry and gold and stuff like that. So I've always had these. This one doesn't say the name, but I have the name of this one because this is the box to this one. This one's a 40 times magnifier, and this one's a 60. So this one is this one's for plants. This is for grow rooms. So it's like for like looking at the flowering of your plants. Sometimes you have spider mites and stuff like that, and you need to look close. But it works really good for edges because it actually zooms you in really close. But this one's just I guess just look at it. Currently detecting the name Grow Room Microscope 60 times, blue and white light. So I have the white and the blue light on there. Oh yeah, that looks good. On the heel right there, I see a little bit I could have messed with, but I can't see it with my naked eye, and I need to stop acting like that. I really need to start not doing that to myself. Because if I keep allowing myself to be too picky, it's not healthy. It's really not. It's so not healthy. Let's cut a receipt. This one seems old. Fold it too. I can try to cut a hair, but Alright guys, last damn time I'm doing this. We're going to end it in just a couple minutes. I know we've been going for almost 2 hours. Holy shit, I didn't know that. Sorry guys, I didn't know we were going for this long. So the jeweler's loupe is a perfectionist's dream and a nightmare at the same time. Yes! You got that right. That is exactly what it is. If you're even still here, I see we just lost a couple people. They sell them on Amazon. My kids love them. I don't know what we're talking about, but if we're talking about jeweler's loupes, yes. They sell that. The one I just showed you, I think, is $10. They have cheaper ones, though. They have, like, plastic ones for $6 that are the same damn thing. Same damn thing. Let's scooch you in a little bit. Progression. My favorite go-to is Ultra Sharp 3600, then DMT. Then if you want to go polish by ultrafine ceramics so that you're... Yeah, I like my ultrafine. I use my ultrafine. Now, if I don't want to, I also have these, which are polishing stones. They work really good. This is a sapphire, which is just a ceramic. I don't know why they call it sapphire. This is, I think, 3,000 grit, and I think this one's 2,000. But this, to me, this thing is very, very fine. Both of them are very fine. I think they're way above 2,000 and 3,000, to be honest. I don't know. Do you know? Let me ask you, since you have the ultrafine, do you know what grit the ultrafine ceramic is from Spyderco? Mr. Eric? Battery is still going strong after 2 hours. Yeah, you'd be surprised. I had it on 100%, bro. I fucking kept that thing charged all day. I took it off literally when I pushed the button. Time flies when you have fun. Yeah, it does. We're gonna end this in just a couple minutes. I'm surprised I literally felt like this was like 45 minutes. I really did. Because 1, I love sharpening. 2, I love hanging out with you guys. 3, I love talking knives. And what better to talk knives when you're sharpening your damn knife? I'll tell you what, whoever's on Instagram, after this, I will post a picture on Instagram of close-ups of the edge. I'll try to take some under the microscope for you, but I will damn sure take one just regular too. We'll get a damn... Because I can't show you guys on this. This camera, it doesn't allow you to get close. It only allows you to do far, and I can't zoom in. I can't do anything. And I did clean my camera lens off, so... One thing, if you're ever going to film, always have a good microfiber rag, like the ones you get out of your knife pouches, and wipe the lens off of your phone. It'll change everything. Like sometimes you're like, man, why can't I focus? It's because there's a fingerprint on your lens. That's why. Lindy and I have adapters on the KME to be able to use Spyderco ceramic stones and the other side as well. That is awesome. Do you know, Richie, what the Spyderco ultra fine ceramic? I have a medium and an ultra fine, but if I could tell you what I would rate the ultra fine is 3 micron. Okay, doesn't have a grit rating. Okay, 3 micron makes sense. I don't know what 3 micron is in a grit pattern, but. Alright guys, I just came back on here to say goodbye. The internet's obviously not going well. Check this out though, just really quick to finish this up. I feel like this went well, but I feel like it could have went better. And I just want to say I'm going to do this again. I'm going to try to do these more often so more people start showing up, because I want to be able to get you guys a good angle to help people understand this. I'm not saying it went bad, but I feel like it could have went better. I feel like the video could have went better. We keep getting knocked off. I'm sure I was literally in the middle of talking. Multiple times I was in the middle of literally talking about something very important, and then I look over and it's knocked off. So I feel like this went horrible, to be honest. 3 micron is 6,000 grit. Thank you, Chris. So 6,000. What's up, Carbonite? Yeah, I know. Don't even rewatch it, Carbonite. This thing went shitty, man. The fucking internet kept kicking me off. You're gonna see like 6 times my face all of a sudden shows up. because every time the camera flips over to my other camera, and you guys are facing a wall, so obviously. Yeah, fucking Canada, man. I'm about sick of them motherfuckers. What else? Oh yeah, what I wanted to say is tomorrow we're doing our live anyways. 7:30 p.m. just like every Wednesday and Saturday. I think we're gonna talk about something cool tomorrow. Hopefully you guys show up. Hopefully you guys can make it. But I am gonna start doing these live sharpenings every once in a while, and I'll announce it a day before, because I'd like to be able to get you guys a good angle, maybe move some stuff since I have the futon right here, and get you guys at an angle to where you guys can see everything. And then even under like certain circumstances, like where you guys wanted help doing something, I can just do it right now, and we can work on it and hang out. I appreciate that, EDC Journey. You said 12, and I thought 12, not 10. So, yeah, 12. All right, guys. Before it kicks us off, I love you guys. Grit conversations don't transfer over exactly with 3 microns. Should be about 6,900 grit American standard. Damn, Richie with the fucking knowledge. Yeah, you know, I honestly, I couldn't have answered that. I have no idea the differences. Like, I know obviously micron is finer, but like you said, to transfer it, it's definitely different. You know, it's kind of like saying like I guess like thousandths, you know, and inches or something. Like how many inches are in a thousandth or something. I don't know if that fucking even makes sense. Probably not. Probably doesn't even relate. The knife community is so generous at bestowing that knife knowledge. Yes, they are. And that's why I would love to see you guys go over to EDC Journey's channel, because he's got a lot of really cool questions that I love to answer. And I know you guys do too, because they're questions that we all fucking have or had, you know, and it's awesome to help those channels, and that's why I want to send them some knives. You know, everybody helped me. Everybody, Stasa23 fucking helped me so much. Everybody, even people in this chat right now have helped my channel, sent me stuff. This community is so amazing. Like, I have so much fun in this community, and I'll be honest with you guys, a lot of people in the community like say like that they you know, they do it for fun or whatever. I want to make this a business. I'm honest, like I'm straight up, like I'm not gonna bullshit you guys and make it seem like I'm not trying to make money off of doing this. I am damn sure trying to make some money off of doing this. I would love to do that because it's my passion. I love doing this, so why not? We just started being able to make money on YouTube from ads. They don't pay shit, you know. AdSense is nothing. But when you add it all together, it equals something. So when you get AdSense, the links from Amazon, and then the donations you guys donate during chats like this, and then Patreon, you put it all together, and it does equal an amount. And every day it's growing, whether it's growing by 10 cents or $1. Every day it's growing just a tiny bit, you know. And it's usually by cents. I think right now, in all honesty, I think right now if I looked at what we're making, you know, it's a couple $100 a month. A few $100s, I think it is. But that all goes back into shipping. Like right now, if you guys looked over by my door, there's fucking packages over there. And then the insurance, I mean, sending and mailing stuff, it does add up. It's a massive expense. And then trying to keep new stuff on the channel. But at some point, we're going to be able to make enough through everything, through all those things, to where it'll pay for itself. Then after that, everything's profit, right? So after that, then we can put it into, you know, knives to donate, or even put it into our own pockets. I mean, why not? Plus, also another thing, I'm sharpening now for people, and making some money doing that. So that's awesome, and I like being able to do that. Do you have a link for the Tucson 230? I clicked that link. Okay, so I'm not sure if I do. I'll look. If I don't, I'll put one in. The problem is that I do have links for lots of Tucsons. Some Tucsons, the link isn't as good of a price as you can get it somewhere else. So I don't put those in. Like, okay, like the what is it? The 195, the silverback, the integral, that is $300 on Amazon. You can get it for under $150 on eBay. So I'm not going to do that to somebody. I will recommend and tell you where to get it before I want to rip you off. Some people say just put the link in anyway. If somebody wants to use it, they can use it. And I agree. And if somebody wanted to use it, I would give it to them. They would be able to get it quick. But they're going to pay $300 though, not $150. Zach, you motherfucker. Zooming in at the end to drop some dollars. You're the man, Zach. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't have the bell here. Son of a bitch. I don't have the bell here. Ding, ding, ding. Just do eBay, man. It's less. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's why I don't put that link in, because I feel like I would feel bad if somebody used that link, because That link wouldn't make me. I mean, this is how much you make off the links. You make 3% off of the cost of whatever the money you spent. Now, if you use my link, like say if you go from Tucson and you go and buy this knife or anything else, you go buy a couch, I'll still make money off of it. But so all you have to do is get to Amazon from my link. That's the thing. And that's the beauty of it. So you don't actually have to buy the thing on my link. Just get there from my link. So if you click my link, get to Amazon, and then you're like, I want to look for couches, but you're still on Amazon, I'll make money off of that buy. Like I see on my thing sometimes the weirdest shit people buy. And you don't make but a few cents, but that all adds up. You know, like I think right now we're making like $10 a month off of links. I think it depends on the month. The best month we've had, I think, was like $13. But that's awesome. That's amazing. Do you know what I mean? Because that's one revenue. So when you add up 6 different revenues, it adds up to something. And obviously, right now we're fucking negative. Like it's, do you know what I mean? But that's the beauty of it, though. It fills in a lot of the expense that we pay to run the channel. And at some point, and like the exact right there, just threw us $5. That's fucking something in the bank, you know, for all the other stuff. And that's amazing. And you guys, everybody's so amazing by using the links and doing the donations and doing the Patreon. It truly, truly helps. And one day, if this channel can grow big enough, then it could become a business. And, you know, then also like, I'd love to do other stuff, like even design a knife. I would love to do shit like that. I've never done it, so I'm not going to pretend like I know what I'm doing. But that would be awesome. Anybody would, you know? So I'm not going to pretend like I wouldn't want to do that. And just like this, you know, like, you know, a lot of people pretend like they don't want to make their channel a business. They're full of shit. Chris Wolf, thank you very much. It is Friday. Woo woo! Fist bump. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. You guys are amazing. I can't believe now. Do you know what's messed up? There's more people here now when we're about to leave. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate everybody that came and showed up and stuck with us because we had some trouble, right? This was not an easy journey, but we did it. We're to the end. I'm sure it's about to cut us off anytime because it's cut us off already 12 times, so why wouldn't it? I almost wonder if I should just run it until it cuts off. If it does cut off, though, I love and appreciate all of you guys. People getting out of work, or in my case, back from a bike ride in the park. That's awesome. I need to go for a bike ride soon. Good video, good vibes. Thanks. No, thank you, Lemon. Thank you very much. Yeah, you too, Zach. Have an awesome Friday. It's definitely a good one. And like I said, if you guys are on Instagram, I will post a picture of this edge. I can't believe how polished it is. Fucker's a mirror. How do peeps put money on the chat streams? Okay, so on the bottom, you see where you leave the comments, okay? All the way to the right, on the same slot that you leave a comment, there's a little $sign. You hit that $sign, and then it's going to give you a couple options, like a sticker or a super chat. So a super chat is one where you actually write a message, and then the sticker already has the money decided. So then you just click the sticker you want to send, like say $1 sticker, and then it has a little sticker, and you have to put your card in. If you already have your card in your computer, like memorized, then it'll just ask you for like your code. But pretty easy. Yeah, Saturday night, Chris, which is tomorrow, we're going to be doing a live again. Can you guys believe fucking 3.24K subscribers? The guy hasn't even gotten a hold of me for the 1,500 subscriber giveaway. I don't know what I'm just going to have to, so I guess maybe tomorrow we'll just give it away again. Because he has not gotten hold of me. I'm not going to chase him down. Because I figure what it was he was just some random person. I didn't know the name. And I'm not trying to talk shit right now. I didn't know the name, so I figured he probably just came in out of nowhere and got in a giveaway, and now doesn't even realize he won. Fucking figs. Yeah, buddy, don't forget to hit that like button. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate that. All right, guys, we're going to end it right here with 25 watching. I appreciate all you guys coming in. I know the end of it, I wasn't sharpening or doing a damn thing but talking. But we're going to do this again. And like I said, I apologize that it went so damn horrible. The internet, it had to have been the internet. You come in at the end. Thanks, bud. I appreciate it. You've probably been sitting here for a while. I can't believe it's been this long. I love you guys. Thank you guys for coming. We will do this again, and it will be better next time. I apologize for all the hiccups. Peace.